Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode here. Today we're going to be reviewing Domino.
Alright.
If you look on your left there, you're going to see Vincent Castle. He's kind of let himself go in recent years, but it's okay. So my kind of assessment of this whole movie is that I don't know if it's intentional or not, but a lot of the movie has a 70s kind of thriller crime vibe to it here. You can hear it in the music here. And what I mean by intentional or not intentional, is it an intentional thought that they wanted this style, or is it a budget concern? And that's Jamie Lannister, of course. You can see this framing screams 70s.
Are you Farouk Harris?
This is the part where it really hits home. Dum, dum, dum. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Alright, so this part's pretty important for the whole movie here. You're gonna see Vincent Castle here. The part to remember here is that so you can see there that Vincent Castle got his throat slit. Very horrific injury. And usually is very hard to speak. Don't know from personal experience, but I would imagine.
Hold on.
Let's see what he does.
Hello? Officer
Well,
down.
you need to call first.
Street, 4th floor. And send backup.
We're not in Westeros anymore, Jamie.
Okay. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah. Look at me. An ambulance is coming. I'm fine. Absolutely fine. Okay. You okay? Yeah.
He's fine.
Sure.
Okay.
Go get him, all right?
Throat
Go get
slit.
him. The fucker.
Yep. Go get the fucker. Yep. Not as graceful as I thought it'd be. And here we have the Red Witch. And now we're starting to see that this is Game of Thrones fan fiction. And here's your bad guy for the movie. He's a radical Islamist. And
Installer la peur dans toute la million qui voit ça à la télé en direct. C'est une chose.
You know, Islamic, yeah. I gotta be honest, folks. Here, I did not understand at all what was going on. This guy jumps out of the window for no apparent reason whatsoever. I'm assuming it's to hide a secret, but yeah. So here is the Islamist sacrifice, more or less, I guess, and she's gonna go and do this mass attack on a red carpet.
C'était la télé.
Dat er op dit moment een aanslag aan de gang is op het internationaal
Cause le maximum de dégâts. Continue à te battre. Ne te laisse pas prendre vivante.
Now we have our deep drama scene. You can hear it, the deep cry. But again, that damn music, it just ruins it.
It's okay.
But come on, I mean, Game of Thrones fans, this is what you're waiting for. This is what you wanted. This is what we need.
We loved each other so much.
What?
I was so in love with him.
Alright, so if you didn't get it, Vincent Castle and her were banging. And she now has found out that he is dead. And Jamie Lannister wants no part of this.
No. No.
He really loved me.
No.
It was not just an affair. It's not what you think. We were really in love with each other. We wanted the family together. And he was gonna leave Hannah.
No.
Yes, he was
Hannah
gonna
is
leave.
sick.
I know, but he was
She's
gonna
sick.
leave her. He was gonna leave her.
Now
was
Jamie is
leave
going
her.
to
Shut up.
make
He
his
was gonna
point that he is the better man. He is more honorable. He is far better looking, clearly. Yeah, he's had enough. He knows he's too pretty for this. He's disgusted. Look at that. Amazing moves there with the come on, get it. And you see here that the Red Witch kicks him in the nuts. The only move that females in movies have these days, apparently. And then she asks her fellow white person if beating up the Islamic small boys was enough therapy.
Enough therapy?
And check. Okay, so this is the one I had a real big problem with. This is supposed to be a pot of boiling water. And as we can tell here, this thing is not boiling. It's not even boiling when they go over to it, which I guess they have to because you can't put a guy in actual boiling water. But isn't this why CG shit exists? Yeah, he spits on his body, rightfully so. Alright, now we're at the climax of the movie. Terrorist taken out. And, I can't explain that one. That's the guy who must have been wanting to use that for years. Now here's that brilliant dialogue I was talking about earlier.
Look up, you see that big Jura sign?
Wow.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's where I am.
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh yeah, I forgot Guy Pearce was in this thing.
Personal to him.
Kind of
He's
disappointing. I
avenging
love
his
Guy
father,
Pearce.
And I have him on a leash. You can't buy that kind of
He's
commitment.
got some sullen
Nothing
drawl.
works like vengeance. And this man has plenty of
Then you
vengeance
see here the
left.
pinpoint accuracy. Squirming all over Jamie Lannister. She pops off the perfect shot. Alright, fine. And now it
Feel
all
good
comes full
avenging your lover?
circle. The Red Witch has avenged her old lover, Vincent Castle.
We're Americans. We read your
And Guy Pearce says, fine, whatever. FBI stuff or CIA, wherever we're a part of. And this is about as intimate as it gets, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your fanfiction dreams did not come true. I was waiting for it myself.
Let me take this.
You would think the two people who got naked most on the show would get naked in this, but they didn't. Instead, we get this. A freeze frame embrace. Fade to black. And there you have it, folks. That is Domino, starring the Red Witch and Jamie Lannister and Vincent Castle. I hope you enjoyed that. Now we are going to move on to The Mountain. Alright, everybody. So, The Mountain is basically that favorite movie that came out. Favorite movie by the foreign guy. And basically, what these people try to attempt to do is just make something super fucking weird and film it in 4:3. Well, let's get that correct right now. They're not filming it in 4:3. They're filming it in 16:9. And then they're editing it and reframing into a 4:3. So we see here that the weird psych patient lady is kissing her orderly goodbye for a weird and unknown reason, which will be answered later. No, of course not. And we get a great creeper stare by our lead actor here. And that does imply that he is obsessed with her, which is something at least.
There you go.
And now here we get our glimpse at Goldblum in hard drama. You can see here, you can ask the Goldblum to do other things, but you're gonna get the Goldblum.
Did it go down? Did I knock it down?
You're gonna get that classic
Just by that.
charm. You might not have asked for it, but you're gonna get it. Well, that's a good thing or bad thing, I'm not sure.
Tom Collins.
Okay, so this is where the weirdness starts to really kick in here. So our main character here was dreaming about his crush, but with a dick. Can't say that it was explained but nor was I interested. And this might be the best shot of the movie here, folks. This is like a recreation of that Goldblum Jurassic Park pose, but a drunk-ass version of it.
Lily Gish. And
And of course, now we come back to classic Goldblum.
Margaret Hamilton. A young, beautiful Margaret
Charm
Hamilton.
the ass off you, lady. But this was extreme Goldblum. This was heavy Goldblum. They told him to go as far as the goal could go. And I haven't seen this move since high school. I used to pull this move, and then I saw a picture of myself, and I realized that you just don't look right.
Why don't you try St. Jude's Hospital? They may be more open to it.
Now here, our main character finally gets the girl, and I'm pretty sure she didn't have a dick here, so I don't get the scene earlier. And then, of course, Goldblum being Goldblum, and the weird being weird. There you go. He watches them have sex for no reason. She's cool with it, bush out and everything. It was probably implied that she wanted to fuck him during this movie, but I'm gonna be honest, I did not give a shit.
We're ready.
Alright then.
You're confused.
This is another one of the impatients here. And he lives in this house for whatever reason.
What confuses
Well, everything, sir. Everything confuses me about this movie. If you guys want to know why I look like shit face, this is more or less it. Now, this is the new theory that I have. With all independent, all-white cast male movies, you have one power scene per movie. And it's basically they pick up any object, and there you go. They're going to beat the shit out of that object. It don't matter what it is. Pencils, chairs, tables. It's basically how you get a weak-ass character to appeal. Some good slippage by the actors there. Oh, what a strong boy. Oh, you're a strong boy, aren't you? Even Goldblum's like, this is too much, guys. This is too much. Alright, guys, now we're at the climax of the movie. And with any of these indie bullshit movies that come out where you make it 4x3, you always have the same endings. You get the nice, ambiguous, silent endings. So, let's watch and see how they take it. Remember, you cannot say anything. As much as you want to give the audience something to walk out with, something to hold on to, something to feel like their $10 wasn't wasted. Well, there you have, folks. That was The Mountain, starring Jeff Goldblum. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I can bring you a few more episodes here. And I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam.